Stadium has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready to break.
Microphone forward. Hey, watch the screen.
General West.
Watch the screen. Switch.
Hey, Haywood.
Safety creek.
Bear. Snap.
On first down, Jones. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Jones. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. On 1st down, Murray. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Jones, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Ready.
Check.
Better break. You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break. 5.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Daniel Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go, set. 60 outlaw.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Ready.
Throwing on 1st down. Hicks. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. They'll rifle this one deep right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Off play action. Hicks. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose. Do what you do best. Go get the quarterback.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Hicks. Looking left side, and it's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. On 4th down, Hicks. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
That's a what?
Ready?
To throw from his end zone, Jones going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
Hey, Orbit.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. 8, read.
Watch his flat, watch his flat. Watch his flat, watch his flat.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
44's Mike, 44's Mike. Check. Watch his slant, watch his slant. Watch his slant. 44's the Mike. Let's go.
Jones now on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Go.
Mike's 44.
Hey, watch your leg.
44's the Mike, 44's Mike. Check. Come on.
Now.
Jones operating from the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Murray. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
The outlaw.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line.
Hey, lock it.
Squeeze, double. Shit.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
I'm going to come back to you.
On 1st and 10, Hicks. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
At the 16-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. Look at me. Go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. Hits. And he fires one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Hey, Alpha. Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hicks, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Let's go, baby.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
You ain't doing nothing today.
From just shy of midfield, Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's get, boy.
And it's 3rd down.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Watch the slant. 51, Mike 51.
No. Hey, Sam off.
From the gun, Jones. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, and certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Hey, Zoo.
On first down, Hicks. He's going to rifle one deep left and got his man complete. The 40, the 30, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. An even 90 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played.
We play to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
On the set.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Smooth.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Rip left, rip left.
Go.
Motion. 58's the mic. 50.
Defense.
Throwing, Jones. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Check curls.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Got it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
On the ready.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. The second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, foxtrot.
Throwing again. Hicks. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Here we go.
On first down, Lusk. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Lusk. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the curl.
Hey, Echo.
From the gun, Hicks. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Hey, Haywood.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Go. Fresno. Check 37. Get it.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go back to Murray on first down. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Shoot. Rock it. Check.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
That was second down run for Murray. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Hey, lock it. Check. Lucky.
Back to throw. Jones going with a screen for Murray. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
Here we go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
You're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Pilot, 64, weak. Go.
Off the play fake. Hicks. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
To throw on third down, Hicks. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Lusk. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Hicks. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The Bills send the punter out, standing just about on his own goal line. Here's Hill on the return. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
4 down. Check.
Hey, high 7.
44's the mic. Come on, D. 44.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
44's mic. Check. We want this.
Hey, Delta.
44's the mic. Hey, keep it up. 44, Mike.
Looking to throw. Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
1st and 10 at the
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Throwing on 1st down. Hicks. got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
58, come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And shoot.
Operating from the gun. Hicks. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Off the bootleg. Hicks. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
58, Mike. Bandit. Bandit.
And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Hey, team 6. 52. On the ball. Get it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His throw caught at about the 5. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hicks. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he's got his man on the out route. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
Hey, Orbit. Look at me. Go. Shoot.
Here's Jones on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get this.
Jones now going to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
Night, sweetheart.
Hey, Charlie.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. 3 buzz. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D.
Go.
44. Mike, 44.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Be grip.
Jones throwing on first down. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners
yeah.
who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
Here's 2nd and 8. The kidder here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
30 base. 58, come on. You ain't going nowhere. Get it.
On 3rd down, Hicks. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Sets up 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. On 4th down, Hicks. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone.
We got this.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they?